Moscato bottles and businessmen, plus bravado. Hit the lotto and get a grotto when Paula's is not a Christmas wish. I've been a problem since marshmallows and innocence. The olive for your itching fits. Spend $1 and slit your collar in a condo, it's the end of it. Sitting rondos and splitting pronto if tendons is bending quick. Bravo. While flipping combos, I was sent to sentence to spit sentences. I'm not popping, but I profit cause the diction's sick. Not on your sign, you're still about to nom, you're just bombing out on my chrysalis.
Welcome back on MOTR, today in Detroit, Michigan. On the road to D-Town. You know it all, the Big D. Abandoned by the motor industry and more than 60% of its inhabitants. To me, more than anyone else, it's the DIY city. A city held together by its community and artists. Do it yourself, yell the rappers. Let's do it together, sing the crowds at the hip-hop battles. From Midtown to the deep end, let's check out what's happening with the young generation.
Yeah, I'm the planet that swallowed Galactus. And I'm kinda manic, so could you stop with the cameras? I'm not like you Bammers who got stripes for clicking tools. Nah, I got stars for winning duels. And then along came a spider, started spinning spools. Yes, you may do tricks in the cipher, but no bending spoons. Meanwhile, Silver's killing for petroleum. I'm only a token, slipped into the Nickelodeon. All I do is watch anime and slap teachers. Nah, you cannot annotate a rap genius. Peep what you are marrying. We playing for the keeps. Tried to dream like an American. They killed me in my sleep, nigga. Stop raiding my tomb. Your infantry is infantile. They places the womb. Tides waning and waxing, gaining strength.
We get out here.
But I still pray that you be safe from the soon. Now me in the straw hats, cause I think I'm more Latin. And the glass inside. It's a railway, the M1 rail. And it's basically some gentrification, you know what I mean? It's like for the people from the burbs to come through and get through the city, come and go downtown and then go back home. So it's not really something that's for us, you know? It's not really.
So it's not gonna connect you and the neighborhood?
Right, it's not coming to my hood. I'm an Aboriginal here. I was born and raised here, so I know that this is my home and it's mine to take and, you know, inspire and create and do whatever I want with it. So I never feel out of place. You got all the Detroit greats, the Etheridge Knight, the Dudley Randall, you know what I'm saying? The Sonia Sanchez, these are all like Detroit and Michigan, just legends or whatever. And so this is like, right here, I could just sit down and just be out here zoning out for hours. A symphonic oligarchy of two, spirit and freedom. We bleed red for cardinals, black for the berries, and green for the nucleus. It is stardust, freebase through a black hole, creating cosmos. The invisible stress spectrum, placing prisms on phalluses to burn through this plastic. It is Buddha's robes of saffron and Muhammad's bloody sand. The single-bellied crocodile and the tri-headed lion south paw. And thus, he is born. I sprout lima beans, simple switch for finer things, but diamond rings is never going to amount to dreams deferred, seen and heard, reams and reams of, that was it though. And going back and forth between poetry and rap because they've always been like seamless in my life. And that definitely helped me like, you know, trim down my bars because for me, I never wrote in bar format. It was always just, you know, I was writing until I was done. It was never really like, you know, broken down and nothing like that.
Notebooks. It wasn't even pages. It was notebooks full around. You gotta translate that to the beat if you're gonna be a rapper, you know, and not a poet, because a poet can have 10 minutes worth of material.
Right.
When you have a beat, it's a whole different element. You gotta really learn what songwriting is about, like the verses, the hooks, the bridges, everything that comes with songwriting. So I think you grew a lot in learning how to be a songwriter once you became a rapper.
That's the rapper Witchy. So yeah, I got how I'm gonna do it now. I got exactly how to do it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Pillage the village with twisted limits of scrimmage. As the script thickens, I get Dickens and pivot my wrenches. I'm sick as syringes. I rivet the fences and kill them with diction. Ripping the tissue, I send them some writtens to lengthen the distance. The realest one spitting, send them a sentence to sing around the sycamore. Teach them how to fill a four. Speak an ounce of liquor for those under the dirt. Bums plunder the turf for the sum of a bird. Suckers succumb to the sun, jumping out.
Don DeMarco. Right. Don DeMarco.
Cyphers have been around since like the creation of hip hop. At first it was kind of a way to like get your stuff out there. You know, like even you would get around people that didn't rap and you'd be in the middle and you'd be spitting.
My 808 be hitting, but the caliber when I be spitting, accurate to a violent tyrant, biased giant, stopping 9/11's colleges, man, it's us against the world.
It's tribal, you know what I mean? It comes from being around the drum or being around the fire or being around whatever. People circle up and you listen and you tell stories.
Asking something love with them standing as one. Granted, we were safe from them patrol slap cuffs and them canvas grass guts with the round and black slump. Down, diggy, down, ride downtown. Six bitches in the whip equipped with surround sound.
The new energy that we're bringing into the North End, I feel like it's needed and I feel like it's going to reinvigorate this neighborhood and put this neighborhood back on the map.
Which one mix up? Pass the scripture. It's a kiss of Chris Love. Rap the piss gods with the kiss up.
As far as Detroit goes, we're always going through a renaissance. It's just people are just now seeing it. We never stop. It's the more struggle, the more pain, the more art. You know what I mean? The more happiness, the more joy, the more freedom, the more art. No matter what happens, no matter what's going on here in the city, it's always going to be art.
Fuck what they desire, just give them what they deserve. My destination, destroy all the destinies in the dirt with diabolical diction, it's decadence in the verbs. I'm feeling like Jean Valjean, got me boxing for some bread, nigga. I'm vagabond, watch me dropping on their heads. Came a young prime from D-Sky, rising like the yeast. That gene tried to lift, no beach by the rifts. And these lines is sick, my C dots is ripped, cause we got the drips. Prime. And they call him the Merciless Kizza.
This is where Detroit's heart beats. It'll keep hustling out and loud, believe me, on MOTR. We're already back on the road to Chicago, where a group of badass ladies are making their voices heard.